Hello everyone, and welcome to something a little different. I need to grind a little in this game, which I'm working on an LP for. Yeah, Dragon Warrior 3 coming soon. And while I'm grinding, I figured that I would just chit-chat for a little bit, so, you can see me grinding, but we can just talk a little look back over the history of all the videos that I've done over the time, here and there, taking breaks. And before we get into this new year and start hopefully hitting these games hard and getting out a lot of cool stuff for you all to enjoy, hopefully you like what's planned. But yeah, let's do a little look back on Ultralavos' Let's Plays over the years. We're going to start back in August of 2009. That was when, oh, Kenny gained a level. That was when I first decided to make Let's Play videos. I don't know exactly why I decided to, I just thought it would be fun. I've always enjoyed playing games. I know I was into playing Super Mario ROM hacks, Super Mario World ROM hacks, back then on like smwcentral.net, and played quite a few, and I'd watched a few YouTube videos of people playing some. Raocow was one that I really remember watching, and I think it was one of his videos where he had mentioned something awful, I think was the name of the forums, and I had heard about Let's Plays, and I know one of the first Let's Play videos I saw was by Deceased Crab. Don't remember which one it was though, but I watched a few of his. One of them was like a point-and-click adventure, like So Many Days of Strength, a series of point-and-click adventure games. It was actually really cool. And then I saw a couple other people, trying to remember exactly who, maybe like Nintendo Capri Sun or something like that. But I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was playing a lot of Mario ROM hacks, so I decided, hey, why don't I just try recording and putting them up on YouTube, see if it's watching me. And so that's what I did at first. And the first one I did was just like a small Super Mario ROM hack, just to see how it goes. And I think it was called Super Normal World. And it was fun, I enjoyed it. I think I got like a couple people who watched and commented, and then after that I did another one called Mario's Amazing Adventure. And on that first one, Super Normal World, I think back then I was even using save states and all that, which I quit, doing that and trying to play it all legitly. But yeah, so for Mario's Amazing Adventure I did that, and then around that time I was also playing my Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy IV, and I was sitting there playing it, and I'd gotten, I want to say, to like where Cecil becomes a paladin, and I was like, you know what, I should play this and make a video, see if people enjoy this, because this would be pretty fun. I'm just gonna rest here. And so I did, and I think people enjoyed that over the years and stuff, and while it was going on, I still remember that night. I don't even remember how many hours I spent trying to get that damn pink tail, but no avail. But I had that video just dedicated to that when I was there in the lunar base, the Pink Puff genocide. But yeah, it was a good time. And I think while I was playing through that, I started doing Earthworm Jim, because I was just thinking about the great games I had, or great games that I'd played. Oh man, I got a lot of things here. We don't want to parry there. Get rid of these ravens first. But yeah, so Earthworm Jim I had always loved playing when I was growing up, so I decided to play through the first one. And also a buddy of mine, and I had talked about, what I was doing, and he wanted me to play through both Earthworm Jims, so I did. And, oh, I enjoyed it. It was frustrating, but, yeah, Earthworm Jim was great. So was the second one. And then what did I do after that? And I think these were going on while I was doing Final Fantasy IV, because there for a while I was trying to do 2 games at once, especially if one was a longer role-playing game. Then I did another Super Mario ROM hack that I think someone requested. Like, the dude actually made it. I forget his name now. Go back and look. But I decided to check out his ROM hack, and it was pretty cool, Kenny's Adventure. Did that. And then another friend of mine wanted me to play Kid Nicky. Hadn't played that in a while, so I did Kid Nicky. That was a fun short game. Enjoyed it. Then I got into my first NES RPG, because after doing Final Fantasy IV, you know, wanted to jump into the other great RPGs I played, and of course, you know, the first game of this series that I'm grinding on right now, Dragon Warrior. And that was a fun one. I think people enjoyed it. I still get some comments here and there from people watching it, so thank you all for watching all my videos. But yeah, did the Dragon Warrior, and I think while I was doing that is when Battle of Olympus, that's another classic game from my childhood. I mean, I've always been a fan of mythologies, and Greek mythology and Egyptian were the 2 main ones when I was younger that I enjoyed. So when I rented that game as a kid, it was just so cool, like going around talking to the other gods and stuff, so I definitely wanted to play through that. At this point, I was just wanting to play through these games and record it, and I just thought it'd be cool to have like an archive of me beating these games, you know, like, okay, this one's done, even if no one was watching it. But people started watching, and it made me want to keep making them, because it's pretty cool. I'm going to rest again and see how much gold I have. I think info. 106. I should be able to buy some stuff. If my controller works right. So yeah, I did Battle of Olympus, and then once I finished Dragon Warrior 1, I went straight into 2. And 2 was the first RPG that I had ever played. It was, I had rented it from, it's like a gas station that had the little small movie and game store built into it. And the back of the box just looked so different from any other game I'd played, and when I got home and played it, I was blown away. That started my love for RPGs. And, so yeah, I went through Dragon Warrior 2, which is so great. You finally get, you know, more than one party member, and it's a fun story. So I did that, and then, you know, while I'm doing these, I'm just thinking of the great games that I played, mainly NES, but also some SNES. And then I decided Little Nemo, the Dream Master, was a fun one, kind of a unique game. So that was the next one that I decided to do back in 2009. And I was going to go look at equipment and then just ran outside, so I'll go back in there after this. And then Metroid, and I still remember the first time I played Metroid at a friend of mine's house, and that game also blew me away by how open it was, and you could backtrack, find all these weapons, just a classic game. And then the final one that I did there in 2009 was also a request from a buddy of mine at the time, The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy, which I loved the Dizzy games. The ones that I'd played anyways, the first time I got the one on the NES, it was Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. It reminded me of when I was so young, like 8, maybe 9. I was at like Sears, I want to say it was, and they had computers on display. They had like this Mother Goose game that was very similar to how Dizzy works, where you pick items up, you only have so much room, and you have to take them to places you need to use them, and so that was pretty cool. And that was the end of my video series back in 2009, and the end of what I like to think of as season 1 of my Let's Plays, because after that I took a small break, a lot of things going on in my life at the time. I don't know if there's anything I really want to buy from here right now. I'll probably spend my money. I mean, the copper sword. Let me look at my items real quick. He has a copper sword, he has a club. I don't know if he can use a copper sword. And I don't want to waste... I can't remember if this game tells you if they can equip it or not. It's been a while since I've played this one. Okay, he's just got clothes and a stick, so... No, I'm just gonna try to equip the copper sword from Stan onto Butters. Equip Butters. Okay, he can equip that. So the best way to tell now is just to give it back to Stan. And then... I should probably go to the equip menu. So equip Stan with the copper sword. I should probably be doing all this off screen, but we're just going to find out right now before we move into the next set of games that I played. Oh, no, 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 I don't want that. I don't want that. I hope I didn't buy it. Copper sword. Okay, let's try to give it to Eric. Okay, cool. I'm glad they have that functionality in this. Okay, that's all I'm buying now. So let's equip it. So then took a break until about October of 2011, and I was like, you know what, I want to get back into playing. I mean, I was playing some games, but I was like, you know, I should get back into recording them and stuff. I think I'd got comments here and there, people asking, you know, where am I? Am I still doing videos? So I decided, okay, I think I was playing Metal Gear, and so I decided to play through Metal Gear, which is such a great game. I think I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2, like replaying it, and it made me want to go back and play the first one. I don't recall, I mean, that was over 10 years ago. And so I played through that, and then I was thinking of another RPG to do. I was considering Dragon Warrior 3, but I decided to go with Ultimate Quest of the Avatar, because that was one of my favorites from the NES, just because it was so different than any of the other RPGs. And that video series, I think, is probably my most popular to date. Like, it's got a lot of views. People seem to just love that game. And hopefully they love my playthrough of it. Seem to enjoy it, but that was a fun one to do. Like, yeah, it had been so long since I'd played through that game, and it was great. I want to play through the rest of the Ultimate games. I played through 1 recently. Trying to play through 2, I was a few months ago here and there, but I don't know about that one. But yeah, so Ultimate Quest of the Avatar, that was the last. It's nighttime now. I need to go rest. We'll have to go through this town at night on the next video I make. But yeah, after Ultimate Quest of the Avatar, I think I started a couple games maybe. I was starting Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and possibly Final Fantasy VI on the Game Boy Advance. But I just got so busy I didn't get very many videos into either of those and just ended up having to take a break. So sadly, those 2 games, Metal Gear and Ultimate Quest the Avatar, would be the end of Season 2 of my Let's Plays, because it's 2 more years before I came back. But that's a story for next time. It's been Ultralavos, a retrospective, Part 1. I'll see you all next time.